we're going to be making a motor. And not with a kit, like just with some batteries and some wires. I mean, isn't that cool? I think that's cool. The first thing is we're going to do is make a homopolar motor. First, we need a AA battery, a small nailer screw. Where are you? Tiny screw. Tiny screw. I'm so organized. Look at how professional I am. Ah, there you are, tiny screw. And a tiny magnet. So we're going to put this on the magnet, and this on the battery. It should connect. We can take some wire, and we're going to see if it spins. There we go, it's spinning. See what's happening? We're running the electricity to the wire, which is creating an electromagnetic field, and it's making the little magnet go around and round and round. Awesome. Now let's get to the real stuff. We're going to make a motor! Now this is going to take quite a lot of wire. More than the solenoid from last week. Now, where were we? Page 2, simple motor. There we go. Now we need one D battery in its holder. Check. There we go. We need one magnet, 2 paper clips, and a sandpaper square, and 3 feet of enamel-coated magnetic wire. Well then, we start by winding the armorite, the part of the motor that moves. To make a good armature nice and round, wind it on this cylindrical form, beginning in the middle of your wire. Let's call this the middle. Make it hold its shape permanently. Wrap each free end of the wire around the coil a couple of times, making sure that the new binding turns are exactly opposite each other. So like this. 1, 2, 3. The other side. There you go. Ta-da! So I need some wire cutters apparently. So here we go. Now I need the sandpaper, straight up and down, not flat on the table. One of the free wire ends is lying flat on the table. With your sandpaper square, remove the top half of the insulation from the free end of the wire. Be careful to leave the bottom half of the wire with the enamel insulation intact. The top half of the wire will be shiny bare copper and the bottom will be red color of insulation. Next, some axle supports. These are expanded paper clips with hooks or loops to hold the armature to allow it to spin. They must be made of a conducting material since they will also act to get electricity from the armature. Boom. Then we unloop the paper clips like so. Come on. Oh wait. Yes. Next is simple. Insert the battery into the battery holder so that your axles support into the holder, making sure that they contact with the battery. Lay your magnet on top of the battery. Come on. Ah! There we go! And we're moving! Look at that. I just created a motor. Next up, the 2-coil motor. In this experiment, we will construct a motor without any permanent magnets. In place of the magnet, we will use another coil of wire. This coil is called a field coil, and it is a coil that moves along an amateur coil. The simplest way to do this would be to replace the permanent magnet with the coil of wire connected to the second battery. We can save the second battery and waste less electricity by arranging coils as shown in the diagram below. According to this diagram, the electrons will flow starting with the negative terminal of the battery. They will go around and around inside the field coil until they come to the first support loop, which is on the right. From there, they flow into the armature coil, going around and round until they come to the other end and flow into the second support loop on the left. From there, they travel back to the positive terminal battery. You can see that when the electricity flows in one coil, it also flows in another. When the armature turns over and the insulation cuts off the flow of the electricity to the armature, it will also cut off flow to the electricity to the field coil at the same time. Because both coils turn on and off together, we never have a condition where one coil is on and the other is off. That would be a waste of electricity.
About a half hour later,
Now it's not working. Come on. Give me a full spin. When you take away power, it stops running. And when you add power, well, I can't seem to be able to get it to work.